Good morning. Welcome to Options Tender. It is Monday before the bell, doing a little pre-market action here. We're doing ES, starting with the weekly. If you are wondering what my whole view is on the market, I'll pin the video for the weekend video up above. I did it last night, but here we go. We have ES on the weekly fighting. The bulls are fighting to stay above these moving averages at 8 EMA and the 50 EMA. So that's what we'll be looking at if they're able to hold on to that today. Going on to the daily, trend is our friend. The trend is down right now, and so we're going to follow it. We broke down from that 228, 100 beneath them all. Now we're just trying to fight with the bottom of this buy area that I had, this consolidation, 3-day consolidation. We break underneath that, and then we're going to be fighting with the 50-day moving average, probably spike through to the 44.10 area where there's support. And let's see if we have a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave moving down for this a larger wave 1, 2, and start accelerating to the downside. That would be a 1, 2, 1, 2 that we have set up for the bears. All right, so how are we going to get down there? We have the daily MACD crossover. Let's go down to the 65-minute. I have a couple things to show. So this is the range here. It looks like we have a left shoulder, head, right shoulder for a head and shoulder setup. If we break down from this 4447 area, then the measured move is about 50 points to 60 points underneath. And so that brings us right into that area, the 4400. Now, if we're looking at, let's go to the, that looks like a breakdown of a flag there. So we back tested that flag breakdown, bear flag breakdown, and we're headed to the downside as we speak on the Elliott waves. I want to show it from here. This is a little bit more conservative to where we're going down for a leading diagonal into a 1, come back for a 2, and headed down south a little further. There is a more bearish one where this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we should start accelerating to the downside. So we'll be watching if we start hitting the bottom of this channel. We have a 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So where the 2 and the 4 connect, we have a measure move from the 1 all the way down here to possibly the 40, we'll call it 4360 area or further. It doesn't have to come all the way down here, but that's a good measure move where we're looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move down into the 1 and then come back to the 2. Now, what's going to bring us down there? If we're wrong, we have to think about if we're wrong. Then we'll start to break out from this channel, maybe hold this support, break out from this channel, and we'll think of this as a wave 4 still, and then we have higher highs to go. It would break down our structure a little bit unless we got held up somehow, and we just have to watch price action. We break down from this downtrend, we have something else going on in my mind. How are we going to get down to this area here? It looks like the market. Let's look over at NQ real quick. NQ is just forming this wedge. If we hold this wedge, then that scenario we'd play QQQ on a breakout from this down trend. So that would be a nice setup there. But I do suspect this wedge would break down here and lead the market to the downside. And along with RTY has some room left to go. This thing trends pretty hard. So it looks like it's getting to the end of it, but it could go further. And the thing is to watch here is the Dow. The Dow hasn't done anything yet. It's really just still in this area. Has a lot of room to move to the downside. If anybody's going to lead the way this time around, and not necessarily lead, but start to break down finally, because we broke back down from this this level, this 34,700 level, then I suspect that the Dow is really going to start accelerating and being one of the larger decliners today. So that's just something to watch as we're really paying attention to this next move down here. All right. And then we'll be able to, we'll make a small play if we start getting down to the bottom of this channel. We'll small play to the upside, which a lot of people are going to think that's the flag that it could still come down and test this area here. This is a possible wave 1 for the bulls. So if we start crossing, closing underneath this high here, it's about the 4,400 area, then that really negates the whole the bull scenario for Elliott waves. Now, not to get too much further into this, that's what we're looking at. I just wanted to show gold. We're in gold right now. Gold's starting to break out from this triangle here. We're going to take a little bit off the plate, possibly roll up our calls on this one. So this is a good looking chart here, especially when you get over to the daily and the weekly. So getting above this level and closing above this level, and we should really start to move here. We have a 1, 2, possible wave 3 in effect. And this is, to me, this was a 1, 2, 1, 2 setup that we have here. 1, 2, I had the wrong spot. And then a 1, 2 setup. We're with a bull cross on the MACD. Okay, that's it, you guys. Took up too much of your time. Have a good day trading. We'll talk to you soon.